For the next 15 minutes, I will be talking about data-driven decision-making in the never normal, highlighting some of the challenges and crucial benefits for banks. Starting with this quote, I want to walk you through the data-driven journey. As shown on the screen, the amount of data we create is enormous. As Federico has already mentioned, from 2010 to 2020, the amount of data created, captured, copied, and consumed in the world increased from 2 zettabytes to 64 zettabytes. More than 3,000% growth. And yet, it is predicted that by 2025, people each day will be generating 463 exabytes of data. No wonder more rapid growth is coming, as even the number of active internet users is so impressive. As of January 2021, they constituted almost 60% of the global population. Of this total, over 90% accessed the internet via mobile devices. These people send messages, emails, tweets, create videos, connect with each other, shop, make transfers, invest online, and more. However, I believe that we'll have to wait and see how these predictions turn out to be. After all, 2020 has been everything but predictable. This brings us to the times of the never normal. The last 2 years have been extremely challenging. However, they brought us accelerated digital transformation, reinvention of companies, fast-changing customer expectation, including the SMEs, and more. It was as if people's lives turned digital overnight, busting myths like the one about the digital transformation being impossible with a remote workforce. People are capable of much more than many have ever imagined, and they realize it now. Decision must be made based on real-time data, especially with the amount of data to make use of. Otherwise, banks will be left behind their competitors, including the fintech companies. Those who are waiting for things to go back to normal are in for a surprise. So now I would like to talk about how do you actually embed data into your decision-making process, and what does being data-driven really mean? It is made up of many parts, not limited to collecting, organizing, sharing, analyzing, and interpreting data. There is a mix of technological and human aspects to be considered. However, when successfully implemented, it creates new possibilities for leaders. So, how do you start that journey then? First of all, you need to identify your why and define your realistic goals. Second of all, determine how data is being currently perceived in your organization so that you know what challenges await ahead. Forge data culture and work on data literacy of your employees. The idea of data as an asset must be shared throughout the whole organization, not only at the top. Invest in appropriate technologies and inspire people to embrace this transformation, be a leader. Your employees have to see that the technology is for them, not to replace them. If the previous steps are followed, only then can we talk about the data-driven decision-making as a norm. Now, one of the technologies that helps organizations become more data powerful is business intelligence. Definitely not new, but a technology that seems to be getting smarter with time. Its role in modern banking is our next focus. It is obvious that financial institutions produce more data each year. In addition, a considerable amount of that data is not being used to its full potential. Data, its definition and usage has changed over the years. The way it influences the customer future needs and the way banks can set their goals to actually meet them. What is crucial is that if banks want to make decisions based on data in order to provide better service to their clients, they have to make sure that the data they use is reliable, of high quality, integrated. BI is being constantly recognized as the key to harnessing the full power of data, and it can also be a solution to challenges that the growing amount of data presents banks with. Some of these challenges are the quality of data, data democratization, data literacy, security concerns, risk and compliance. These, of course, not only refer to the banking sector, but definitely call for appropriate solutions for data users. And speaking of data users, I could talk about who needs BI, but not wanting to take too much of your precious time, I would just stop at who does not, and move to key benefits of business intelligence. So, how can banks and SMEs as well benefit? The list can go on, but I would only want to mention a few of them, such as increased personalizations, learning as much about our clients as possible. Remember, already it has been mentioned that SMEs represent 99% of businesses worldwide. So can you really afford them turning to other digital challengers? Reduced customer churn, which is connected to the first benefit, analyzing why, how, and when the customers leave. Better service with less workload. Providing customers with another channel of communication. Risk mitigation, from fraud detection to ensuring compliance with regulations. Loan processing acceleration. Automated ad hoc reporting with real-time data on demand. KPI analysis. Better monitoring of employee performance. Analyzing products for potential cross-selling. And foremost, if you want to keep up with the competitors, there is no more time and data to waste. So as we have a walk through where we are now, it's time to get to a few predictions for the never normal. A recent study by New Vantage Partners has shown that only 24% of industry-leading firms stated that they have created a data-driven organization. And a similar percentage declare a data culture forged within their organization. And a recent report by Accenture also showed that only 21% of the global workforce are fully confident in their data literacy skills. Yet at the same time, according to Gartner, by 2023, data literacy will become an explicit and necessary driver of business value. According to XSO, for 90% of business leaders, achieving data democratization is now a priority for their business, and they are taking the necessary steps to achieve it. At the same time, the survey by New Vantage Partners I have just talked about that highlighted the issue of low data-driven implementation has also shown that 99% of companies report active investments in AI and big data. All of this shows that the aspirations are there, but we're not nearly at the level we want and should be. Especially with the state of data we foresee. As I have already mentioned, 463 exabytes of data will be generated each day by people as of 2025. But I wanted to make it more lucid. So I calculated that if we transferred all that data to 3.5-inch floppy disks and lay them flat, they would cover around 9 surfaces of Poland. 9 surfaces of Poland. So, with all that's been said, banks should continuously seek for new cutting edge technologies and not stick to the basics because their customers certainly won't. Decision makers have to be able to respond to situations with a holistic and a personalized approach. Sharing data throughout the organization is a must. Nowadays, business intelligence solutions are no longer differentiated by their dashboards and related capabilities. It all comes down to which platform performs better in terms of augmentation. Artificial intelligence and machine learning embedded into analytics are a trend that will only continue to expand. It needs careful planning and preparation, but when successfully implemented, it is an opportunity to move beyond banking. Something interesting for the SMEs in particular, in ways such as better personalization, customer centricity, customized lending solutions, faster onboarding, tools for managing finances, and highlighting specific activities, support services, virtual advisors and chatbots powered by AI, and more. Just don't ignore the power of data. Getting to the end of my presentation, just some food for the thought. Unless organizations change, the technology really does nothing for the business. Financial institutions must not only provide appropriate solutions, but moreover, they have to create organizational data culture and help their employees embrace new technologies. And if you are interested in driving profitability and competitive advantage from valuable data every day, Comarch offers high-quality BI solutions for banks. Go to our website and request a demo today. And for more information about data-driven decision-making, I encourage you to read our white paper on the challenges of building a data-driven organization, which can be found on our virtual stand in the Expo Zone. As well, if you have any questions now, feel free to ask them via live chat on our virtual stand as well. And I also invite you to get in touch with me personally via LinkedIn or email. Thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.